Bam Bam here at Micro Wrestling Federation of Boca Black Box. You know, Bam Bam does it all in style. Look at him right here, brother. Boca Black Box hosting you for 2 nights, Micro Wrestling Federation. What's it like here in South Florida? What's it like? Tell us about Micro Wrestling Federation.
South Florida is hot. I like it though. Up in like Tennessee, where we're from right now, it's like 30, 40 degrees of snow on the ground. So down here in South Florida, it's really nice.
Yeah, we had no snow. I don't see any white powder or anything on the ground.
No snow down here. We were in the pool earlier, and they're treating us really well here at Boca Black Box. Boca Raton is awesome. It's good to be here with my guys and everything. Yeah, Micro Wrestling's excited to be here.
What is it? Tell us about Micro Wrestling Federation. You guys come down here annually, and you guys usually always sell out too. And now this year you're here for 2 shows, but you guys are traveling all over the place. Correct, tell us a little bit about
coast to coast, over 200 shows a year. My boss, he actually owns the company. His name is Jack Darrell. He's back in the office, just pounding the phones, making sure that we have all this work. He's the one. He's the gear behind the engine that runs, if you will, and he does a great job at finding us venues like the Boca Raton, Boca Black Box, if you will. He actually bought the company from my dad. My dad started the company back in 2000, which is kind of a fascinating fact. But yeah, we do over 200 shows a year. We have like 20 guys that we have access to that work with us and work for us. We have WWE superstar El Torito that works for us. His brother, Micro Tiger, Eddie Metal Mario, all the guys that just contribute to one big great show.
Bam Bam, tell us about the family. Tell us about your dad getting involved in all this, and then you continuing on.
Sure.
And I'll ask you this too, I'm going to 2-part it for you, but is running your own promotion, not now, but later on, is that something you want to do later on?
Running my own promotion, probably not, just because I'm comfortable where I'm at, and Jack treats us well and everything. And it's also like continuing my dad's legacy, if you will. My dad started the company in 2000. He was always told that an all micro federation would never work. A company full of all little guys it would flop. And here we are 20 years later, and it's booming and banging. And I won't give all the credit to my dad at all. Honestly, a lot of that credit goes to Jack, because he took the company from here to here. But yeah, it runs in the family. When I was just a small child, I was in the ring training with my dad. And then when I turned 18 and Jack called me and gave me the opportunity to come out, and now MCing and kind of helping run the shows and everything, it's just a lot of fun.
Did your dad wrestle?
He did wrestle, yep.
What was your dad's wrestling name?
POD. He went by POD, the Pissed Off Dwarf. Yeah, he wrestled. He had a 3-year or 6-year contract with WWE. Whenever Vince McMahon needed a little guy, he booked them, and then he started his own company as well, which is Micro Wrestling today.
Why do you think today we don't see enough or any micro-type wrestling on any of the big TV wrestling shows? The women have been elevated, and good for them. They've really done a nice job.
Yeah.
But this is something different. I've talked to some of the other talent in here, some of the other wrestlers, and Gangrel Wrestling Asylum had a show in South Florida. They used Huggy Cub and Little J, and the crowd went nuts. They loved it. I mean, where you go, it seems like crowds love it.
Sure. A lot of the companies, a lot of our competitors have had TV shows, and honestly, I'm not trying to bash them, but in a way they kind of made fun of micro wrestling. It wasn't taken as a serious sport. They didn't elevate it the way they could have. Micro wrestling strives to be not only a fun show, but an athletic show, and honestly show our skills. We have the best talent of all the companies. I'll comfortably say that. That's without question. We have the best midget wrestler in the world, our micro wrestler, if you will, El Torito. Our talent is amazing. Our trainers are amazing. Little Show, the Redneck Brawler, he's one of our trainers. He gets the guys in shape. He puts them through a rigorous, routine every day to make sure that our talent is raised to the bar that our boss Jack sets it to. If micro wrestling got a shot on TV, we would approach it a lot differently than our competitors, and I think that's why you don't see our competitors on TV anymore, is they didn't take it seriously, where micro wrestling does take it seriously.
And I think that's really going to be what's going to get the foot in that door.
Correct.
Is going in there like that and doing that and showing WWE or AEW or MLW, NWA Power, Impact. You can go down, Ring of Honor, we can go down the list and all, because to me it's like you want to have something different on shows. You want to show, and so every match isn't the same, and you have different talent and all. I think that's where you guys present, hey, we are something different.
Yeah, the attraction to micro wrestling is that we're little and that we're different. and it's amazing to see the transition when people come to our show. They're allured by the little people, but then they're amazed and astounded afterwards to see what we can do. And Micro Wrestling, I'll comfortably say, is the only company that does that, where, you know, the other companies might just be a sideshow gimmick. So,
where do the wrestlers train?
We train all over. So we have our own building in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. It is open in the summertime. This summer we open in Memorial Day. It's open 8 shows a week. So it's actually a full facility. It seats over 300 people. And we have a ring set up full time there. All of our new guys train there, as well as our current guys, because every sword needs sharpened every day. So our current guys still get in that ring, and they train and they condition and they figure out new moves every single day. So mainly it branches out of Pigeon Forge location. Other than the Pigeon Forge location, because we are on the road over 200 shows a year, we train in the ring. So like Boca Black Box, for example, yesterday when we got here, we set up at 2 o'clock. At 2 o'clock, after the ring was set up, they got in the ring and they trained. And they trained and they trained and they trained to make sure the show was sharp for tonight's show.
And everybody is involved. Everyone's putting up the ring. Everybody's doing whatever they can for the show.
This is actually the only company that's completely ran on the road by all little people. So we don't have a tall guy driver. We don't have tall people helping us carry in the ring. It's literally 100% little people. Myself, El Torito, Little Show, Rod, Hot Rod, they all drive. So we're driving. We drove 13 hours to get here. So yeah, we do it all. We set up the ring, we tear down the ring, we run our own merch, we run our own door, we run everything.
And that's what's unique too about this. And I don't know, maybe you know, I don't know. Is there another place that trains micro type wrestlers?
Specifically like
like what you have there and what you guys are doing?
Not like
seems
dedicated,
unique.
No. So like School of Morton, Ricky Morton is right by our facility in Pigeon Forge. He trains big guys. I'm sure he would train a little guy, but he doesn't have anything dedicated to little people.
It's really cool, and it's something too. If a little person is out there and wants to get into pro wrestling, there's somewhere he can go.
Absolutely.
Or she can go and do that. And I was going to ask about the female talent too. So you have female talent on the show as well?
Sometimes, yep. Not right now. There's no female talent on the show right now, but sometimes.
What are your thoughts just of women's? I mean, women's wrestling is huge these days and all. Sure. How does that fit in with Micro Wrestling Federation?
Sure. Definitely a possibility. Right now, the inventory of female micro wrestlers is very small. There's no pun intended. There's not a lot of them out there that we can recruit or train that are interested in our sport.
Bam Bam, why do you think that might be? Because women's wrestling is taking off.
Lack of knowledge so far. Yeah. The more that we're exposed, the more things like this interview happen, the more we might be able to get reached out by them, or we reach out to them. Either way, if that happens, we might be able to recruit more micro wrestlers that are female.
It'd be really cool to see that too, that element of it as well. What do you take from all this? What do you take from Micro Wrestling Federation? What do you enjoy so much about being involved with this and doing this?
Sure. It's just building. I like building something. Again, I'm not the founder, I'm not the owner, but continuing to move the ball forward and grow and grow and grow. Every year, Micro Wrestling accomplishes something new. Last year, for example, we opened our brand new facility, the Microtorium in Pigeon Forge. This year, we're plugging money into that and advertising it and hoping that it's a hit in Pigeon Forge again this year. So just figuring out what works and doesn't work, just the challenge every day. We challenge our guys every day to learn something new. Some of our guys are learning how to MC. Some of our guys are learning how to book shows. Some of our guys are learning how to referee. There's always something that you can learn in this business, and it's a beautiful thing to watch the growth in this company.
It really is cool to see when you're in a company, and like you said, to see it grow like that.
Correct.
Is being a part of social media and getting that presence out there, how important is that for Micro Wrestling Federation?
Have you talked to my boss lately? So my boss,
I haven't.
Jack Darrell of our company is honestly hitting hard on us on social media. Social media is phenomenal nowadays. So we 2020 specifically, we have challenged ourselves to post more videos, more pictures every day. All the guys are required to take videos of their daily lives because people are interested. And we're doing that every day. Just trying to let you guys into the life of a micro wrestler. Little by little, every little video counts, and if all of our guys do, 2 or 3 videos a day, that's 20 videos a day that the world is going to see. So it's huge in today's business.
If you guys haven't, would you guys do an internet show?
You know what?
An internet wrestling show.
We
something
have
on YouTube or Facebook or anything like that.
It was called Independent Wrestling TV. We did that a couple weeks ago, and it was a hit. We actually went trending on Twitter nationwide. So we haven't really talked about doing that for like our own company, like our own internet show, but it's something that we would explore.
And how did you get the name Bam Bam?
How did I get the name Bam Bam? I actually, when I wrestle, I'm not wrestling tonight, but when I wrestle, I wear cheetah print shorts. So like
Flintstones?
Like a caveman, yep. So a couple years ago when I went full time in the business again, I tried several characters. I tried like Dakota Da Vinci. Dakota's my real name. I tried all these character names that just didn't work.
I think Da Vinci, I think painting though. I don't see you as a painter.
Like I couldn't
You're a big guy.
I couldn't fit my lane. And I was sitting next to a guy named Little Nasty Boy, and he actually wrestled with my dad back in the day. And I pulled those shorts out there, the leopard print shorts. And I was like, dude, I'm gonna try something tonight. I'm gonna try to go by the name Bam Bam, and it's gonna be the most awkward, like sexual character I can make it, almost like Goldust. I'm gonna see how it works. And I went out that night as Bam Bam. I was awkward as can be, but the crowd ate it up. And ever since then, I think we're on like year 5 of the character Bam Bam, and it just works. It's its own element. I'm not super athletic, but I'm super entertaining. Me and one of our female wrestlers that used to work for us, her name is Little Miss, we have over 5 million views on social media just because of a little spot that we had. So Bam Bam, that's how I got my name. Just a pair of shorts and trying it and creating a development of a character, and it's worked to today.
And you see all the hits on there just for that one segment and all, and just what you're doing and what Micro Wrestling Federation is doing. And I gotta say, hopefully I'll get to ride the car. I mean, this is there. Right? This is really good.
Nice.
I mean, look at this, and you're living in style. Bam Bam, thank you so much.
No
hey, any social media for people to go?
Micro Bam Bam for Instagram. Instagram is what I use. So @Micro Bam Bam.